I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I get really stiff neck and shoulders. So I'll put a video link right up here to a video that I just did about a series of just some gentle neck warm-up and stretches. In this video, I'm going to focus a little bit more on shoulders and upper back, just to see if we can loosen them up and feel better. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Ed DeBoo, physical therapist from Integrative Physical Therapy in Bellingham, Washington. We're going to get right into the exercises here, so get comfortable and we'll do all the stretches sitting down. First thing we want to do is just kind of warm up the muscle before we stretch it. So we're just going to start off with some simple shrugs. We're going to do 5 in each direction. So you're just going to come up as far as you can. Very nice. That's 2, 3. It's pretty common to hear crunching, clicking. As long as it's not painful, don't worry about it. Now we're going to go the other way. So whichever way you want to go first. So we're just going to go nice and easy and do 5 of these. Now the neck and the shoulder share a lot of the same muscles, so sometimes it's not a bad idea to do the neck and shoulder stretching at the same time. This one's going to focus just a little bit more on the shoulder, but feel free to access the other video as well too and kind of work them both in a sequence. Great. For the next one, we're going to kind of loosen up the upper back a little bit. So I like to anchor my hands on my knees, and I'm just going to let them drop down and kind of round out my upper back. And then I'm going to come up and kind of stick my chest out and bring my head back. And we'll do about 6 to 7 of these. I really like this. It's a nice way of opening up that area between the middle of the shoulder blades that gets stiff. Nice and easy. That's 3. Let's do 3 more because this is feeling pretty good for me. There we go. And we'll do 1 more. Excellent. Now what we're going to do is we'll do our shoulder shrugs, but we're going to do 1 at a time. When I do both, I could only go so far, but when I do 1, I can get a little bit more rotation into it. So we'll do 5 of these on each side. Excellent. This next one is going to involve stretching of this lateral deltoid area. You're going to bring your arm across your body. Now, one thing that you want to be sure of, if you bring it up too high, that might pinch the shoulder. You might get a little bit of pain through here. So when it's up here, then what I want you to do is make a conscious effort to drop that shoulder. So there's a little bit of an angle here, and then I'm going to bring it across just as far as I can, dropping that shoulder, and you should feel a nice stretch through that deltoid. Now, if someone has an AC, a acromioclavicular joint injury, you might get some pinching or some irritation along the bicep. If you can't find a stretch, even though you drop your arm down, then this might not be a good stretch for you to do on this side. And then we're going to hold it. We'll do about 3 of these on each side for about a 10-second hold. Remember, exhalation is very relaxing to the muscle, so we're just going to hold it there. Kind of breathe through it. Nice. Now let's come over here, bring it across, find that right ankle, and then drop your shoulder down. Notice my arm is a little bit of an angle. If you get a stretch straight across, great. But a lot of times that people drop it, that changes the angle and gives you just a little bit of a better stretch, but just play with it. Focus on your exhale, breathe through it, and let it relax. Very nice. We'll do 2 more. Come across again. The idea too is that each time we stretch, hopefully you're able to go a little bit further. And that's why we have to repeat it a number of times. Excellent. Let's bring that left one over. Drop it. That gives me a little bit of a better stretch. A lot of rotator cuff injuries start with tightness in the posterior capsule. And posterior, of course, just means behind. So it's really important to do this stretch on a regular basis just to keep our shoulders healthy. I do this stretch all the time. Very nice. Let's do it one more time on the left side. Excellent. And we'll hold it there for about a 10-second count. Now we're going to work on shoulder internal rotation. So you put your hands palm side in towards the small of your back. And then what you'll do is you'll slide your arms out a little bit, so they're right about here, and then we're going to drive your elbows forward. And when you do that, you should feel a little bit of a stretch through this shoulder area. So drive them forward as far as you can comfortably, and we're going to hold that for about a 10-second count, and then let it relax. You'll find is if you change the angle about how far you bend your elbow up, you'll get a stretch in a slightly different area. So for me, my right shoulder is tighter, so I feel a much greater stretch on my right side, and it doesn't quite go as far either. Once you find the right place, push those elbows forward, and you'll get a nice stretch through this posterior part of the shoulder. And we'll just do one more. Drive it forward for a 10-second count. Some people like to do one arm at a time. If you can reach over, I got long arms, but if you can reach over, you can pull one over one at a time. If you can't, no worries, we'll just do both together. Excellent, well done. Now we're going to get into the upper trap. So you're going to have to anchor that arm. So you can anchor to the side of the chair, or you can just kind of bend your leg up this way to anchor it. Either way, I want you to anchor that arm down. I'm just grabbing onto the side of the chair right here. The reason is because as we're stretching and as we side bend, I don't want that arm to come up. And I want to limit the stress that I'm putting on my neck. So I'm going to reach down, kind of depress this shoulder and grab. And then, keeping my neck nice and straight, I'm just going to gently side bend over. And you'll feel a nice lateral neck and upper shoulder stretch. And I'm going to hold that there for about a 10-second count. We'll do about 3 on each side. Very nice. And then we'll switch. Anchor your arm, depress it down first, push it down, anchor it. Then a slight little bend. For me, I don't have to go very far to get a good stretch. I'm going to breathe through it. You might get a little tingling with this in your arm. It's nothing to really worry about. I don't want it to be painful. What we're also doing is just getting a little bit of a nerve glide. And then we'll switch over here for number 2. Anchor it down. Side bend over. Excellent. Let's go to the right side. Anchor it. Gently lean to your left. And breathe and let it relax. Excellent. And we'll do one more. Come back to the left. And just let it relax. Excellent. And one more on the left. Anchor the arm down. Gently side bend over. And breathe through it. Excellent. Now we're going to stretch a muscle that gives people a lot of grief. If you ever had a treatment and someone's dug into your armpit a little bit, the muscle they're going after is the subscapularis. And the subscapularis can create a whole lot of problems if it's tight, but you're going to need probably a broom handle. So I'll give you a minute. Let's go get a broom handle. Okay, I got my broom handle here. So I'm going to put this in between my legs. I'm going to stretch the left side first. I'm going to put the broom handle along the outside, and I'm going to reach back and I'm going to grab it. And with this hand, I'm just going to gently pull until I get a little bit of a stretch. I'm going to go as far as I can. And you're going to get a stretch through that shoulder. So we're going into external rotation and we're stretching that subscapularis. And we're going to do 3 on each side for about a 10-second hold. As you exhale, sometimes you can go a little bit further. Shouldn't be painful, should just be a good solid stretch. To do the right side, I'll put my broom handle here, I come on the inside, I reach back with my hand and I grab it. My left hand is here and I'm slowly pulling across. I'm getting a comfortable stretch. This one's a bit awkward, but I'm telling you, it can be really effective if you have a shoulder injury. Obviously, I don't want it to be painful, but if you can get a stretch of the subscapularis, then it's going to go a long ways in helping that shoulder stay healthy. Excellent. Let's come back to the left. I'm on the inside. I reach back with my hand and grab it. And then I pull across. Now remember, the second and third rep, you should be able to go a little bit further, especially if you're mindful and you focus on that exhale. We'll hold that for another 5. Excellent, that's 2. Let's come back again to the right. On the inside, grab, pull. See, for me, I'm already going a little bit further on that second rep, so which is nice. Golf club also works too, whatever you have. Excellent. And we'll do one more here. And we're going to pull it across and hold it right there. Now you can change the angle a little bit if you want to, but ideally you're about a 90-degree angle here. So I'm not too far down, not too far up, about 90 degrees. And then I'm just spinning it out as far as I can go comfortably. Remember, stretching should not be painful. If you're making a face, you're going too far, back off and breathe through it. Excellent. And we'll do one more on this side. Pull over, find the stretch, focus on the exhale, and I'm going to hold it there. Excellent, and let it relax. This last stretch is the chest opener. Most of us have tightness of the pecs. We're always banging on our computers. So this one's going to be a nice way to open up the chest. So what you'll do is, I'm going to turn sideways in my chair, and I'm going to intertwine my fingers behind here, and I'm going to put scapula back and down, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up with my shoulders, and I'm going to try to lead with my chest, and as I do this, you should get a nice sense of your chest opening. So we'll do 3 of these. Intertwine your fingers, bring your elbows together, sit up nice and tall, slowly lift your arms up, and then focus on bringing that chest up and out. And then breathe through it. Excellent. And let it relax. And we'll do it one more time. Intertwine your fingers, elbows together, slowly lift your arms up, open up that chest, and we're going to hold it for about a 10-second count. Excellent. All right, guys, I don't know about you, but right now my neck and shoulders do feel a little bit looser. So come back to this stretching routine whenever you need to. I've got clients that do something like this every single day. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. All right, thank you very much, guys. We'll see you at the next video.